It's the Ed Sullivan Show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a very interesting show and a very special guest for all you ladies out there. People want to do things on their own today, you know? A do-it-yourself, a sense of individualism. We'll get back to you on this topic right after these messages.
Now you can do your own thing and win your own thing from the Uncola 7-Up.
Hi, my name is Barbara, and we're here with all the young ladies that are waiting for the surprise that is in store for them.
Hi, Susan. Can you tell me about your outfit?
Well, thank God for Mary Quant for making her big fashion statement. We went from tremendously boring to incomprehensibly fashionable.
Well, you know, it is mostly some fashion, but it's also rebellious because as a feminist, I feel that we should have the right to show our bodies as much as any man would. And miniskirts is a great way to show that.
Drink a bite to eat at 10 to at 4. You'll always want more, not a cola.
Hey folks, we're back with John Lennon and his band. Today, John and his band are going to play some great tunes for us. But first, we got to look at the technical aspects behind their band. John, tell us.
Well, Ed, without the advent of the guitars, the electric guitars from 10 years ago, we wouldn't be here today. We'd be working back at the factories of Liverpool.
And now, the moment you all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, baby. Now. Come on, baby. Come on and work it on out. Work it on out, baby.
Although this was a mere reenactment, it wasn't far-fetched at all. As we can see today, what we see on late-night TV shows, such as The Ed Sullivan Show, really reflects what's going on in mainstream society today. Everything is much more connected than it seems. Just look at the big picture. You'll find that with a little change, big things can happen.
Another big movement during the British invasion was pop art, or popular art. Some examples include Warhol's art of Marilyn Monroe, or even vintage Coca-Cola advertisements. These artists took advantage of movements, such as the do-it-yourself movement, a movement done by the youth at that time, seeking individualism, so artists supported them by painting powerful messages. Pop art was a big hit, helping shape commercials and companies into the iconic corporations they are today.
Fashion drastically changed in the 1960s British invasion. For men, the mop top came about due to the Beatles, their signature style when they landed here. The mop top was basically a longer version of the bowl cut. After they performed, many males of all ages were trying the new hair. For women, there was the fashion genius Mary Quant, who invented the infamous miniskirt, pushing the conservative boundaries, making them shorter and shorter each year. She proved that women could get away with more than they used to. Both of these styles originated in Britain.
Back in the old days, music wasn't really as lively as it is today. The invention of the electric guitar revolutionized the way music was created. Yes, there were guitars before, but they were made of wood and had limited range of sound. With the new technology, including the electric guitar and amplifiers at hand, bands such as the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, the Who, and the Kinks would have never made their music that rose them to fame.
The feminist movement was also a great contributor to this new revolution, but to truly understand it, you have to go further back in time, when men were being shipped off to fight commies and Nazis during World War II. While the men were away, women rose to the challenge, taking jobs that were usually taken by men and acting as head of the household, basically running their own lives, which was highly unusual at the time. Take that and add Rosie the Riveter with her famous "We Can Do It" slogan, and you've got yourself a women empowerment movement. Unfortunately, this empowerment was short-lived, dying along with the war. But that wasn't the last of them. During the 60s, they began a second wave of feminism, which brought upon this new counterculture.
The Beatles first came to the US for more money and to show their music to new audiences. Their music was revolutionary because they did everything first. They're considered the first band who wrote and played their own songs. Most artists before them had people write them or stole the beat and rhythm from black artists. The Beatles also created the first music video and backstage passes because of the mania they caused. Before them, no one printed the lyrics on CD covers. On February 7, 1964, the Beatles appeared on The Ed Sullivan Show, making it an epic performance. The turning point dominating the US, selling more records than anyone else had ever sold. The Beatles opened the gates for many other British bands such as the Animals, the Kinks, and the Rolling Stones.
Say you want a revolution.